The biggest weakness of all men. All the men want status. All the men want all of the money of the world. They want all the girls of the world. And they want everything they ever dreamed of. However, there's one big weakness that stops most men from actually achieving their goals. The biggest weakness of men is the hub. Like, no kidding, it is the hub. No one actually talks about this, but the hub is one of the biggest reasons why us men are weaker than we used to be before. Men actually used to be way stronger than now. That was before the hub. Before the hub actually got quote unquote healthy. This is a real and huge problem, and that's why I'm making a video about this, because the hub stops you from not only doing the things that you want to do, it stops you from actually talking to girls in a good a normal way without sexualizing them extremely, ruins your self-confidence, and it ruins everything about your life because of the lower dopamine that you get every time you jack off to porn. It was actually such a big problem that there was literally a guy in my classroom when I still went to school that jacked off right beside me because he was bored. Yeah, I'm not kidding by the way here. That's fucking crazy, isn't it? Problem with porn is a lot of things. First of all, people tell us that it's healthy to watch porn. The government tells us it's healthy. School tells us that it's healthy. Our teachers reinforce us watching it. That's crazy. It's not healthy. These are one of the following reasons why it's not healthy at all. First of all, it lowers your dopamine. Second of all, it lowers your whole self-esteem. Because you look at yourself like you're literally looking at another dude fucking a girl that you wanna fuck. That's crazy. Third of all, it stops you from talking to women because you feel dirty about yourself. You know that like after you jacked off that you have that smell, right? Are you gonna feel confident after you jacked off? Let's be real, a real story. Are you gonna be confident talking to a beautiful girl in the library when you just jacked off in the fucking toilet there? No, you're not gonna be able to do that, are you? Because I sure as hell couldn't when I still jacked off. That's why I stopped. All these reasons why I stopped jacking off to porn. My life got so much better because of it. Not only did I have a higher dopamine, which meant I had way higher focus, I had way more self-esteem automatically, and I could do a lot more of the things that I wanted to do because of this higher dopamine. It also helped me talking to girls because I didn't sexualize them as much, and because I had a lot more self-respect. I had self-respect because I wasn't watching other dudes fuck another girl. It's so damaging to the brain. A lot of people don't know this, but it's super damaging to the brain, to your self-esteem, to your dopamine. I keep telling you this in this video because it's our biggest weakness. The whole reason you're not doing what you want to do is probably also a part of the reason porn. Now, I'm not saying this is like the biggest thing and you're not doing anything because of that? No, not at all. Like, there are a lot of other factors that come into mind of that. However, porn definitely stops you from doing the things you want to do a lot more. I know plenty of people who can do the shit even watching porn. However, for me, it didn't work out at all. Every time, it just ruined my day. Even if I had a good day, it ruined my day because I had lower self-esteem. If you're in the self-improvement space where this has the most impact on, you need to stop watching porn. And not by those gurus that have the no-fap challenge, 30 days, you can go fly away or something. All that type of BS. Stop listening to those YouTubers. Those YouTubers are just telling you this to get money out of you, and that's all. Out of the no-fap course. Bro, it's so much bullshit. You can do this on your own. Starts by getting more self-esteem. How to do this? Talk to more girls. Second of all, get a higher testosterone, because this actually made me stop watching porn a lot. Eat a lot of eggs, a lot of red meats. Go to the gym. This really helped me as well. And the most important part is fail. Relapse. Literally, when you relapse, instead of giving up the entire day, relapse and be like, okay, I failed. Let's learn from this. Why did I fail? What was my trigger? A habit always starts with a trigger. If you find the trigger, you can diffuse it before you actually do the bad habit. For me, the trigger was Instagram. So what did I do? Unfollow all the girls that I followed, and there was no more trigger for me to actually go on the website which you shouldn't go to. Now, am I forcing you to stop watching porn? No, it's your own thing. I am recommending it to you because it did a lot for me. It made my life a lot better, and I want your life to be better too. Because, as I already said, porn isn't gonna magically make your business booming, magically gonna make your self-improvement better, but it's gonna make your mental health better, which in turns is always gonna help you in those things. It's a booster, not a fix. And you can learn a lot from losing this bad habit, because if you lose a bad habit, you find out that you can lose a lot more bad habits. So what were actually the benefits for me when I stopped watching porn? First of all, I got way better in the bedroom. But it also helped me talking to girls a lot more, because I wasn't sexualizing them, and it stopped me from feeling bad about myself watching some guy fuck another girl, and instead trying to do it myself, or at least talk to some girls, you know? So this really helped me in that. And it also boosted my dopamine, because my dopamine baseline was way higher than it was before, because I stopped indulging in this instant gratification that we call it. That's how much better my life got. So there's another big weakness I'm gonna go over real quick. And the biggest weakness we secondly have is game addiction. Now, am I saying video games necessarily are bad? No. I'm not one of those self-improvement YouTubers. Although, if you indulge more in the video games than you're indulging in trying to get to your goals, then it's a problem, and then you need to stop that. You're indulging in video games too much if you have a mental health problem, or you're thinking about something you do not want to think about it and you escape the world. Find this problem and then get out of it, because video games in itself aren't evil or bad, but you can make them bad if you do it too much, if you indulge in them too much. So be careful with that. This is the biggest weakness we men have, and we need to fix it, because if we don't grab it by the balls, we will lose this fight that we wanna win. We wanna win in life, right? It starts with the smaller bad habits, to delete them, and this is one of them that people usually fly over when it's actually one of our worst habits that we have. Corn is a bad habit. Believe me. Try and stop it. And again, if you relapse, it's no problem. Learn from it, learn what the trigger was, go further. Do not do the 30-day challenge. Believe me, you will relapse way more many times if you do that, because you put a challenge on it. But if you just say, I don't watch it, then your brain will go with that identity. Work hard. Be proud of yourself every day. I see you in the next one. And also subscribe if you like this video.